Good afternoon, welcome. I'm proud to be here today at the Medical College to engage in a ceremony that I think has real merit. Sergeant Raclaw is a member of this police department, someone of whom we're very proud for a variety of reasons, but one is because he embodies one of our core principles. And one of our core principles is the idea of courage. Now, normally we think of courage from a police officer in terms of what he does under the stress of the job in the street. But courage can be manifested many different ways. Sergeant Raclaw has been suffering for some time from abdominal cancer, but he has managed to not only face this life challenge courageously, but he's been able to put others ahead of himself. And despite the fact that he has suffered from and had invasive surgery to deal with this issue and is hopeful for the future, he's decided to think of other people who might benefit from research into the condition that he's had to deal with. And so with the assistance of the Milwaukee Police Department Endurance Club, a group of police athletes who participate in many charity runs and events, he organized a fundraiser for the medical college to fund research into his medical condition. And because of their successful work, we're here today to make a presentation on behalf of the Milwaukee Police Department Endurance Club. We're very proud of Sergeant Raclaw. We're very proud of the officers who made this event a reality and participated in it. And we're profoundly grateful to the medical professionals at the college here at Freighter who have worked so selflessly and effectively to help Sergeant Raclaw meet the challenges of this very difficult condition. So I'm going to turn it over to Sergeant Raclaw now. Sarge? Whoops, there you go.
Thank you, Chief.
You bet.
Good evening, everyone. Last February, I was diagnosed with Pseudomyxoma-Peritonea, and what that is stage 4 abdominal cancer. And I underwent a surgery at another medical facility, and not much was known about the illness in itself. I was transferred to Freighter and was taken on by the care of Dr. Triaga and the many other doctors that are out here, and began to give me an understanding of the illness that I had. It's something that has been deemed incurable and affects just 1,000 people in the United States. It has only a 10% survival rate. We knew through my diagnosis that there could be some level of success, and members of the Milwaukee Police Department held a Christmas party for my family last February. We were able to take those funds and transfer them over and begin the foundation for the first of its kind Abdominal Cancer Research Fund with the Medical College of Wisconsin. From there, I went into a very invasive 11-hour surgery on July the 9th, which is called high-PEC chemotherapy, and I can let the doctor speak to that. Surgery has been fairly successful. I still have illness within my body, but the hope is that through the funds that have been raised, awareness and hope can be provided to others, and within my lifetime, a cure can be found. It was through the good work of the many members of the Milwaukee Police Department that made this happen. You have to understand, to raise $10,000 is not an easy task, especially when you don't have corporate sponsors. This is, like I said, the first of its kind fund for this market, and it was difficult, but it took a lot of work, and through the support of the police officers, the department, many friends, family, strangers, community involvement, community partners, we were able to make this happen today and tell of the success, and hopefully this success leads to the beginning of a foundation towards a cure for this cancer, so that many others are treated successfully and live long, prosperous lives, which I intend to do so.
We work for the police department. It might not be prosperous, but we can make it long.
Prosperous in terms of love with family. I do have a 2-year-old son, Noah, and a 5-year-old daughter, Isabella, and I'm standing here today through the good work of the doctors that are surrounded us today, and also the care and the love that's been provided by my wife, Angela.
How are you feeling, sir?
I feel great. I do. I ran in the race, 31 minutes for the 5K, and it was just less than 3 months being off the operating table. There's a long road ahead, but I'm in good hands. I'm surrounded by great people that are work towards seeing that I'm successful with this along with my family. There's no way my family and I could have gotten through this experience without the support of the brothers and sisters on my police department. I've had 2 surgeries back-to-back within less than 5 months. We're talking very, very invasive surgeries where the entire abdominal cavity is actually opened. And There's tasks at the house that police officers made sure my snow was shoveled. Dinners were made. Phone calls were taken. More phone calls, text messages. A lot of support has gone into my family, and that's what I attribute the success to. At this time, yes, absolutely. My surgeon, Dr. Karen Taraga.
Well, thank you, Sebastian. Thank you, thank you, Chief Flynn. I wanted to thank both the Chief for coming here and the Police Endurance Club for their generosity and for the money that they've raised for us through the Sebastian Raclaw Abdominal Cancer Fund. Today we stand where a man actually dove from the edge of the sky, but we still battle with cancer. Every single day we see patients that we're able to help and some patients that we're not. And we're hoping that through these funds and with partnerships with remarkable individuals such as Sebastian and the Chief and the Police Endurance Club, that we're able to provide hope for the patient of today and a possible cure for the patient of tomorrow. We hope to develop better ways of treating, detecting, and preventing growth of this cancer. And especially when it spreads through the entire body, this becomes an extremely difficult challenge for us. But Sebastian has been a true inspiration to me, my partners Sam Pappas, Ben George, and Clark Gamblin. And he has shown us that the human spirit is much more powerful than any cancer we have ever seen. We thank you not just for your generosity and courage, but for providing us and everyone at the Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin Cancer Center a continued reason to fight harder, a reason to innovate, and a reason to work tirelessly to fight against this cancer.